When Pathstone Mental Health recognized the need for a walk-in clinic for youth in Grimsby, our next two guests stepped up to help make it happen. Stacy Elia is from GBF Community Services and John Darch runs the Cooperators Office in Grimsby. Stacy, we'll begin with you. $10,000 donated by each of you. Why did you in particular pick this cause?
We believe in Pathstones. They do a professional service in our community. As social service providers ourselves, we know the importance of having this walk-in clinic in Grimsby. There's definitely a need, and there's been an increased need over the years. So it was going to devastate us as an agency if that was not going to remain in Grimsby. And so we just felt we needed to do our partnership with John to ensure that that stayed here and was available to those who needed it most. It's important to have these kind of services in your community.
I would imagine that through the various services that you offer at GBF, that you know that there are a lot of young people who do need these services and need them in their own backyard.
Absolutely. We are seeing a significant increase in our services through the front line, and a lot of families and children that are needing this support, some of which cannot get out of the community to seek that service. So that's, again, why we wanted this to remain in our community. And mental health is in the forefront of our services as well, because we know that you need to be healthy in that respect in order to have quality of life.
John, you also stepped up with a $10,000 donation. What is your connection to helping out youth?
So my connection to Pathstone in particular is I've sat on the board of directors for the Pathstone agency for the past 7 years, and more recently in the last few years, the Pathstone Foundation fundraising agency. So I've been a part of the agency for a long time, and in that I've heard about the need throughout the region for our services, and being able to eliminate all of the hurdles for people to access the services. So the walk-in clinics that have popped up in each municipality across the region have helped to break that barrier down of transportation, so that if you can't get to St. Catharines, you can have that one day a week available in your community. And it was really important that that happens and continues to happen. And I'm fortunate enough to work with a great company, Cooperators, who makes funds available for advisors to apply for to help out in their community. So that's exactly what happened in this case. I submitted an application to Cooperators and they approved it because they also support mental health causes.
John, being on Pathstone's board for 7 years, you would know that most of these local clinics are funded by the local municipalities. Why is this one not being funded by the town of Grimsby this year?
I'm really not sure why the town of Grimsby this go around decided not to provide the funding. Pathstone is supported by so many different organizations and individuals across the region, and I knew that if I wasn't able to step up, somebody would step up to make sure that the clinic stayed open.
Stacy, the clinic is being run out of the Grimsby Public Library. Is that an ideal location?
Absolutely. I think that's another great partnership in making this work in our town. It gives a privacy that I think families and individuals do need, and their privacy is respected. It's in the central part of our downtown, so it is in walking distance for most individuals that may need to do that walking distance. And they're just a fabulous group over there. It's another partnership, and I think it's a partnership amongst all of us, making sure that this critical service remains in our community.
One of the great things about this is that they don't need a health card to access these services. They don't need a parent to book them in. It all takes place in that private situation.
There is a telephone and virtual option available as well. So we really want to make sure that, these services are available on a timely basis, and they're available in, however it works, whether you want to call, whether you want to schedule a virtual session, whether you want to walk in, get the help that you need, and then, take it from there. There have been people that have had to grapple with waiting lists and things of that nature to get services. So the walk-in clinics certainly provide an opportunity for immediate access, which is fantastic for the community.